على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما صليت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد اللهم بارك على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما باركت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد رب اجعلني مقيم الصلاة ومن ذريتي ربنا. Students, we have already discussed AM, the elements of alkali metals, as well as AEM, elements of the alkaline earth metals. Today, we are going to discuss some important points of alkaline earth metals. From the previous lessons, the first one, beryllium and magnesium, don't impart any color to the flame during burning. During burning. And I have already told you that flame doesn't provide enough energy for the excitation of the electrons. That's why beryllium and magnesium both, they don't impart any color to the flame. However, lithium, that belongs to the AM, alkali metals, it does impart. It definitely gives color to the flame during burning. Number two, calcium hydroxide. Solution is used as lime water. Sometime in MCQs, it may be asked, what is lime water? What is its composition? Write the chemical formula or molecular formula of the lime water. For all these answers, calcium hydroxide solution is used as lime water. Name lime water, formula calcium hydroxide, dissolved in water. But how much? As far as its composition is concerned, it is 1.0 gram calcium hydroxide dissolved in 1 dm cube water or 1 liter water at room temperature. It is necessary for you to mention the room temperature because solubility of the compounds is affected by the temperature. On increasing the temperature, solubility of the compounds increases. On decreasing the temperature, solubility of the compounds decreases. That's why it is necessary for you to mention the temperature. That is how much? Room temperature. And you remember, you know that the room temperature is how much? 25 degrees Celsius. Now along with this one, 0.1 mole per dm cube barium hydroxide, that is approximately 9.0 gram. 9.0 gram of barium hydroxide, it is dissolved in 1 dm cube or 1 liter of the water as well as at room temperature. It means barium hydroxide is here more soluble as compared to the calcium hydroxide. While moving downwards, the solubility is increasing. Now the third point, magnesium hydroxide is known as milk of magnesia. There is a question in your exercise. What is milk of magnesia? Write its only one significant use, an important use. So for the answer of that question, I have written here in third point that magnesium hydroxide is known as the milk of magnesia. It is used for the treatment of acidity in the stomach. Sometimes there is the food poisoning in our stomach, in our intestines. There is a big problem for a person to face the acidity. That's why the milk of magnesia is a medicine that is used as an antacid, as an antacid to finish the acidity of the stomach. Now next important point, magnesium sulfate is more soluble in water than the barium sulfate. Why? It is due to its smaller ionic size. And we know where there is the small ionic size, it gathers more number of the water molecules. When gathering molecules are more and more, the heat of hydration liberated is again more and more. And that heat is sufficient for their solubility. That's why I wrote here magnesium sulfate is more soluble in water than barium sulfate due to its smaller ionic size as compared to the barium. Of what ion the size is smaller? Of which ion the size is smaller? That is magnesium. Barium is bigger in size as compared to the magnesium. And high heat of hydration. I have told here you now. High heat of hydration means number of water molecules surround these ions and heat is given out. That is named as what? Heat of hydration. We have already discussed. Strontium sulfate. You have to remember these two compounds for MCQs. Strontium sulfate and barium sulfate are said to be almost insoluble in water. Almost insoluble in water. The next, stability of carbonates of the alkaline earth metal increases down the group. Reason, here we have to keep in our minds two things: the reactant metallic carbonate and the product oxide of that metal ion. Oxides of that metal ion. We have to check the oxides of the metal ions, alkaline earth metal oxides, its lattice energy. If the lattice energy of the product metallic oxide is higher, it means these ions are present on their fixed position on the lattices, on the fixed points of the lattice. Strongly they are held. It means MO doesn't go back. It doesn't decompose, reverse into its carbonate. It means it is stable, and this one is less stable. This one is less stable. It is due to the lattice energy. That's why here it is written the stability is directly proportional to the lattice energy of their oxides and inversely proportional to the size of the ion. Ions are smaller, the lattice energy will be higher and higher. Now let's show, due to decrease in stability of the product, the ease of decomposition decreases down the group. That is, stability of carbonates increases. Another important point, that is the carbonates of alkaline earth metal are less stable than those of the alkali metals. Before this, we have discussed the stability of carbonates within the group from top to the bottom. Now we are going to discuss the comparison of the carbonates of alkaline earth metals with the carbonates of the alkali metals. Now reason, size of ions of alkaline earth metal is smaller than those of the alkali metal ions. Group 1 elements have their larger atomic sizes due to greater atomic radii, as well as their ionic sizes are larger. Their ionic radii are larger as compared to the ionic radii or ionic sizes of the elements of what? Alkaline earth metal. Here once again, the sizes of the ions of alkaline earth metals, they are smaller than those of the ions of alkali metals. Or in other words, the sizes of the ions of alkali metals are bigger than those of the ionic radii of alkaline earth metals. In first case, I took this one first. In the second case, I considered the alkali metals first. It is up to you. The energy, the lattice energy of resulting oxides. Resulting oxides mean the products. Metal carbonate changes into metal oxide along with something else. The metal oxides, which are the products, these are being discussed again here. The lattice energy of the resulting oxide is relatively much less and decomposition is difficult. Therefore, their carbonates are less stable because they are decomposed easily. Again, the same thing within the same group. Now, we are going to discuss 3 times or 4 times important question. I think last year or before the last year, this question has been settled by examiner. The question was as how beryllium differs from other elements of its group. Support your answer giving 7 points. Giving 7 points. And the how many marks were allotted? 7 marks. 1 mark against each point. This question is very, very important. It may be repeated. That's why I put here 3 times tick, which indicates the importance. How beryllium differs from other elements of its group. Reason for the difference. First of all, we are going to discuss the main reason why beryllium differs from its own family member. Number 1, smaller size of the beryllium. Beryllium is very, very small in size as compared to the all other its family members. Whether it is in the form of atom or it is in the form of ion, its size is very, very small. The second thing, comparatively high electronegativity of beryllium. Beryllium has much more electronegativity as compared to its own family members. But of course, its electronegativity is also greater than that of the alkali metals. These 2 things make the beryllium different from its own family member. Now, points of the differences. Number 1, beryllium, it is the hardest one. It is the hardest one. Even it can scratch, it can put the scratches on the glass like diamond. You know how the glasses are cut. First of all, a scratch is placed with a diamond on the glass, then it is broken into different pieces. We can also put the scratches on the glass using beryllium. It means beryllium is hard enough to scratch the glasses. Next, melting and boiling points are very high. Beryllium, due to smaller in size, due to smaller sized ionic nature, its melting and boiling points are very high as compared to the melting and boiling points of its other family members, which are bigger in size. Now the next point, formation of the covalent compounds due to smaller electronegativity difference. You know very well, where there is the En difference 1.7, the compound may be 50% covalent and 50% ionic. And if the En difference, electronegativity difference, is more than 1.7, the compound is ionic, not covalent. And if the En difference is less than 1.7, the compound is covalent. The compound is covalent. It means beryllium, when combines with other elements, the En difference falls. The En difference is smaller as compared to its value, that is 1.7. That's why it gives the covalent nature, covalent bond. Next, reaction with water. Reaction with water. Beryllium plus H2O. No reaction. No reaction, because other AEM elements react with water. That's why I have written here beryllium plus water, no reaction even at high temperature. Even at high temperature. Other alkaline earth metals definitely, other alkalines earth metal do react with water to produce hydrogen gas, to liberate hydrogen gas. For example, magnesium, it reacts with water to give magnesium oxide along with hydrogen, along with hydrogen. Next, number 5, reaction with alkalis. Beryllium being alkaline earth metal, being alkaline earth metal, itself beryllium is alkaline. It also react with the alkalis, but other alkaline earth metals do not react with the alkalis. Beryllium is alkaline earth metal, sodium hydroxide is the alkali metal. When these two things react to each other, Na2 BeO2, that is sodium berylate. Sodium berylate is obtained. Other alkaline earth metal don't react with sodium hydroxide. No reaction with the alkalis. Now next, number 6, behavior of the oxides and hydroxide of the beryllium. That is amphoteric. And you know amphoteric. Amphoteric means a species which can react not only with acids as well as with the bases. So beryllium, when it is changed into its oxides as well as hydroxide, they not only get dissolved in acid, they as well dissolve in bases or alkalis. These are the 6 points till now. So BeO, that is the oxide of beryllium, and its name is beryllium oxide. It reacts, or it gets dissolved in H2SO4, sulfuric acid, to produce beryllium sulfate. This beryllium sulfate is the salt along with water. Similarly, this BeO can also be dissolved in the alkalis, as we have already discussed, to form berylates, to form the berylates. Now next important point, behavior of the carbides. Behavior of the carbide of what? Beryllium. BeC2, that is beryllium carbide, it reacts with water, it decomposes water to form CH4. This is methane along with beryllium hydroxide, along with beryllium hydroxide. And this point is very, very important for short answers as well as for MCQ. That's why I am putting here 3 times important, 3 times tick. While the other alkaline earth metals carbides, they decompose water, they react with water to produce acetylene. Here it is methane, first family member of the alkane, CH4 gas, while in second step acetylene, that is the second, that is the first member of alkynes, acetylene family, along with calcium hydroxide. Now number 8, behavior of the nitride of beryllium, Be3N2, that is named as beryllium nitride. Beryllium nitride. It is volatile. It changes into vapors even at room temperature. Even at room temperature. Therefore, it is said to be volatile, while the other nitrides of the alkaline earth metals are non-volatile. They don't change into the vapors. Now, number 9, number of the molecules of water of crystallization. We have discussed this in detail. How many? 4 water molecules surround. So coordination number of beryllium is 4 and coordination number of other alkaline earth metals is 6, because other alkaline earth metals are surrounded by 6 water molecules. Now number 10, reaction with hydrogen. Reaction with hydrogen. I have written here 2 reactions. The first one, Be plus H2 goes to form no reaction. Goes to form no reaction. The same is the case in second reaction. Be plus H2 goes to form BeH2. No logic. The reactants are same. In above, we have written here there is no reaction, but in the second one, I have written here the formation of the hydride of beryllium. What is the logic this one? You will have to remember in above step direct reaction, directly. There is no way to prepare the hydrides of beryllium directly, but in second reaction, indirectly. Indirectly, beryllium can be changed into its hydrides, but not direct reaction, indirectly. Other alkaline earth metals react with hydrogen to produce their hydrides directly. Calcium, strontium, barium, radium, magnesium, they directly react with hydrogen to give their corresponding hydrides. To give their corresponding hydrides. Now number 11. It's again a little bit important. Twice time important for MCQs as well as for short answers. Formation of complex ions. Till now, we have discussed cations, positively charged ions of the beryllium and other alkaline earth metals. But here, these are complex anions. These are complex anions because beryllium trifluoride, it gets here one negative charge. Beryllium tetrafluoride has here two negative charge. It means the negative sign is for anions. They have ability to move, to run towards what? Anodes. That's why these negatively charged ions are complex in formation, and these are also named as stable complex anions. Stable complex anion. Here I have given you 11 points, out of which you have to remember any 7, not more than 7. Of course, other points, the remaining points, you must remember for MCQs as well as for short answers.